enjoyed the World Cup qualifying videos on this channel, head over to Patreon for some exclusive classic matches done in the same style. Hello and welcome to Drunk Redhead Kinda live. Once again, we are ready to go with another hashtag fuck ton of notes. All we need is some musical interlude to get us in the mood. And guess what? As always, I've got something for you. This is Scurvy Kinda live at the Fighting Cocks in Kingston years and years ago with the song 3 Cheers. I'll see you on the other side. As previously stated, that was Scurvy with 3 Cheers, kinda live from the Fighting Cocks in Kingston. And if you enjoyed that, well, guess what? You can go check them out. Do it. Facebook.com/Scurvy with a K. There'll be a link in the description below as always. Once again, we start with some wrestle talk because, well, it was the Royal Rumble preview stuff last edition. Now we get to review it because, yeah, it's the Rumble and everyone loves the Rumble. We almost didn't, because, face it, number 30 did not need to be in there. Fuck you, Roman Reigns. Well, fuck you, Vince McMahon, for putting Roman Reigns in there at number 30. But luckily, he did not win, and Randy Orton did for the second time. Not that anyone wanted him to win until Randy Orton was the last one standing. Then it was like, yeah, we'll take Randy, thanks. Now, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the Royal Rumble match. It wasn't as bad as, say, Bautista, or when they tried to let Roman Reigns win it in Philadelphia. or even the half-hour Royal Rumble back when Shawn Michaels won it for the first time, and it was supposed to seem impressive that he was like only there for half an hour. But you know, there were some certain decisions that annoyed me, such as the Roman Reigns number 30 incident, Apollo Crews coming in even though he lost a qualifying battle royal, Enzo coming in despite not being advertised, but Big Cass being advertised, and of course Roman Reigns eliminating The Undertaker and ruining my prediction. There wasn't really any real surprise entries, which is normally a thing that the Royal Rumble likes to do. The ones you could probably count as surprise ones were Jack Gallagher, although he's, 205 Live, he's actually part of the roster. Ty Dillinger entering at number 10, which was probably the best mystery entrant, and of course Roman at number 30. But there were some positives, of course. The match itself was very good, and of course there was John Cena versus AJ Styles on the undercard, which was immense. Now that the Royal Rumble's out the way, it means that WWE can go back to force feeding us pay-per-views every few weeks, and this begins next week with Elimination Chamber, a SmackDown-only pay-per-view, which means Roman Reigns can't ruin another one of my predictions because he's on Raw. And so my prediction for this one is that Bray Wyatt will win the Elimination Chamber match and win the WWE title, meaning we won't have to suffer through another John Cena-Randy Orton match on pay-per-view. We get the culmination of the Randy Orton-Bray Wyatt feud instead, hopefully. Either way, probably should go and do some backyard stuff now. So here's another one of my old backyard wrestling feds. This one from the autumn of 2003 is the Widowmaker Dim Van Dam versus Kiki on a rainy afternoon in Croydon. That was Dim Van Dam vs Kiki from new and exclusive 15th edition back in 2003. And if you like the music that was happening in the background there, why, that was the Mariana Hollow with Come Undone, taken from their awesome EP, Coma Heart. And you can go get that for yourself by checking them out. Facebook.com/The Mariana Hollow, and of course, the link will be in the description below. Being a Liverpool fan, it's probably best I don't talk about football at the moment. We've only lost 4 of our last 5 games, 3 of them at home, and yeah, it's not going too well for us. But I'll try and suffer through and talk about things that aren't to do with Liverpool, because then I won't feel as shitty. First up, the transfer window. It closed, but nothing really happened. There wasn't really much going on. Okay, Crystal Palace signed a couple of players, such as Van Arnholt and Sarko, but, all the big teams didn't really do much. Man City had already signed their big player last year. They just didn't get to use him until now, and Jesus is damn good. The FA Cup 4th round was last weekend, and if you've seen this show before, you know I like to talk about the FA Cup. It's the oldest cup competition in the world, don't you know? And there were plenty of cup sets last week. Firstly, Sutton United beat Leeds. That's pretty impressive. There's like 4 divisions between them. The same amount of gaps between Lincoln and Brighton, and Lincoln beat Brighton too. So we have 2 non-league sides in the 5th round for the first time, like, ever. Although they probably won't get much further because they've got Arsenal and Burnley in the next round, and Burnley at home for that matter. Sorry Lincoln, nobody beats Burnley at home. Of course, if either of them do, they'll be the first non-league side ever to make the quarter-finals. So that's something. They won't though. There were other cup sets, of course. Oxford United smashed Newcastle 3-0. Wolves beat Liverpool. Watford went out to Millwall, and Fulham smashed Hull 4-1. And a special mention goes out to Wickham, who almost pulled it out of the bag against Tottenham, but Spurs equalised in the 89th minute and then scored a winner in the 7th minute of injury time. So unlucky Wickham. But remember, you did make it to the semis all them years ago, and that was pretty impressive. The Africa Cup of Nations is literally just concluding now. It was live when I started filming. It's probably finishing just about now or finished now. I'm going to check the result now. Cameroon won 2-1 thanks to a last minute winner from Abubakar, or 88th minute winner. So well done Cameroon, you've won the African Cup of Nations again. One thing I'm very happy about is that Senegal went out early and we got Sadio Mane back earlier, although he didn't really help yesterday. Although I did watch the highlights and he was at least trying. One last word on the football, and it's a transfer that happened on deadline day, although it doesn't really count towards our deadline day because it's a Chinese club making the purchase. Odion Ighalo is not worth 20 million. I'm sorry Chang Chun Yatai, but you may have paid a bit over the odds there. When it comes to gaming, there's not been anything new in my household, unless you're talking about Solitaire. We haven't had the money, unfortunately, but Killer Instinct Season 2 is available on Games with Gold for download, so I might give that one a go. New games-wise, Resident Evil 7's out now. Blood, guts, gore, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to talk about that, though. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to advertise the Celtic eSports League, which begins this week on Monday and then on Wednesday. There's 2 games every day. It's a 14-week season featuring 8 teams from across the UK and Ireland, 8 football teams, or representatives of football teams, and it's the first time this has probably happened in the UK at least. The teams involved: Hibernian, Hamilton Academical, Wolverhampton Wanderers, the New Saints, Linfield, Shamrock Rovers, Dundalk and Crusaders. And if you want to check them out, CelticEsportsLeague.com, there'll be a link in the description below. I hear the guy doing the highlights is awesome. Another little eSports note, the Drunk Redhead first FIFA Open, you know, that one I was playing last edition, where I'd already won by the time this Drunk Redhead Kinda live was on. Well, I lost the final game 3-2 after extra time, so the final score was 2-1 overall, and but I still won, so yay me. If you want to check out the highlights from that, they are available on the YouTube channel. Just search around, or link in the description below to the page where you can look at all the results and all the facts and stuff, and it will have links to the videos in there. So winner winner chicken dinner. But before you do that, why not watch 5 great things that I did on the Xbox this week? And this I went with Mountain Blade Warband this time, so here are 5 great random battles. Music recommendation time! Yay! And this one we've got some dirty, heavy music for you. It is Veils, all capital letters, and their recent EP release, Fuck Puncher, which is just fun to say. Fuck Puncher. It is a awesomely heavy monster of an EP from the Swansea two-piece, and I'm going to run down a few of the tracks that I do love. The opening two tracks, Klabauterman and Snake Falls, are just fast pounding beats with dirty scuzzy tones overhead, which are just awesome. And then it slows down a bit, which is good. It's nice slow heavy beats, slow scuzzy guitars for the next few songs. But my favourite track of all has to be the title track, Fuck Puncher, which I can even sing along with at times. You just go, Fuck Puncher. It is again, it's just fun to say, Fuck Puncher. So that is your musical recommendation for this edition. And if you like it, which you will, and if you want to check it out, you will. It's playing in the background, of course. Facebook.com/VeilsBand. Link will be in the description below. Go check them out and get the EP, and then just sit there and enjoy it. It's fucking awesome. And we are done for another edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live. I won't be back doing this, at least, for another 3 weeks. So if you want to get your Drunk Redhead fix, you can get it at Facebook.com/Drunk Redhead. If you want to give us some money, help support the cause, why, it's Patreon.com/Drunk Redhead. And if you do give us some money, you can gain access to some additional videos, football ones, classic matches done in the same style as my World Cup qualifying videos, which is nice. Now, I won't leave you empty-handed, of course. I will give you some live music, some kind of live music. And this is the Maya Deep, kind of live, with past friends, future enemies, at the Prince of Wales in Kettering in November 2015. And if you love it, which you will, check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/the-Maya-Deep-3598 372008840097. The link will of course be in the description below. Until then, bye!